It was 3:15 a.m. when the shrill trill of the doorbell broke the blissful silence of the night. At that time I lived alone in a three-room apartment. Lifting my head from the pillow, I froze, trying to figure out if I had dreamed the sound or if someone really called. After a while, the ringing sounded again. Cursing and muttering something, I got out of bed and headed towards the front door. In a sleepy state, on the machine, he reached out with one hand to the handle and with the other to the latch to push it away. The fact that it's a dark night outside the window and someone is ringing at my door is already suspicious, but for some reason it didn't alert me, eager to get back to sleep as soon as possible. A sudden sound stopped me. The neighbor was unlocking his doors. I decided that he finally got home and, turning around, trudged back to bed when suddenly there was a wild scream outside the door belonging to the aforementioned neighbor. His heart-rending scream finally woke me up. The scream stopped as suddenly as it had begun. Fear and curiosity. That's what possessed me in those seconds. On tiptoe, like a spy, I crept up to my door and crouched down to the door peephole. On the landing, 3 meters away from me, my neighbor was lying with convulsively twitching limbs. And there was a creature sitting on it, a woman in white dirty clothes. Her red, loose hair shook with her head as she quickly gnawed the poor man's face. The creature suddenly froze abruptly. You know, like a dog that freezes in a grin when someone tries to take away its food during a meal. It turned its head towards my door. Her mouth twisted and she let out a joyful, anticipatory moan. It was as if she sensed that another, much more exquisite delicacy was waiting for her outside my door. I'm an ass. He sat down and, without taking his eyes off the door, began to crawl away until he hit the wall. There was a knock, the door handle shook, and then the whole door. I just sat and watched. I came to my senses when it was already light outside. Someone was ringing insistently at my door. As soon as I woke up and heard the ringing, I instantly felt as creepy as I had at night, but then I realized that people had found my neighbor's body and called the police. Before opening, I asked them questions for a long time to make sure that they were really people. No one believed the version of what happened that I described. The psychopath who attacked the poor fellow is still being searched for. Be careful.